Hi guys, welcome back to Reading Euphoria. My name's Georgia and today I am going to be telling you my most anticipated books of the first 3 months of 2019. So this is a new thing that I'm going to be doing this year. I am going to be doing 3 months installments, so the first 3 months, second 3 months, third, etc, etc, and I'm going to be doing the kind of the 10, 12-ish books that I am most excited for and that I have on pre-order and that I am waiting to come and I'm very excited to read. So I'm just going to let you know kind of those and what I'm excited for the next 3 months, and then the next one will then come at the start of April. So I'm very excited for this. So yeah, I'm excited for so many books in 2019. So let's just get on with my most anticipated books for January through to March. So I'm doing these release dates off of Amazon, which is where I've ordered them off of. So if they are different to where you are, this is obviously UK as well, so it'll probably be different to America. So look at these dates and make sure that where you are and where you're ordering off of, and make sure that you know when they're coming out. So the first book is The Similars by Rebecca Hanover. This is #1 in a series and this is coming out on the 1st of January. So start the year off with a bang. So I am excited for this one. I don't really know a lot about this. I've just kind of been looking at Goodreads list. So I have Goodreads up on my phone. So I will read you kind of a little bit of a summarize the plot a little bit. So this book is based on clones, and 6 clones join Emmeline's prestigious boarding school. She must confront the heartbreak of seeing her dead best friend's face each day in class. So it's all a bit kind of weird and different, and her best friend has died and she then has to then face the DNA replica of him, and that's what the Similars are, I'm guessing. She keeps getting pulled deeper and deeper into their cliche, uncovering dark truths about the clones and her prestigious school along the way, but no one can be trusted, not even the boy she is falling for who has Oliver's face. So it sounds all of a bit twisted and a little bit different, but I'm excited for this. It's kind of not dystopian, but it is different in the way of that it's not kind of fantasy, it's just weird. So I'm excited for this one to come out and I have this on pre-order already. The next book that I'm most excited about is Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen McManus. I loved One of Us is Lying by her and I'm very excited for this next book. This comes out on January the 8th. I have this on pre-order as well, so I'm very excited. So I am excited to read more of her writing. Just to give you a little bit of a summary of the plot, it's based in Echo Ridge, which is a small town in America, and it's based on the main character of Ellery, and she's never been there but she's heard all about it. Her aunt went missing there at age 17, and only 5 years ago Homecoming Queen put the town on the map where she was killed. Now Ellery has to move there to live with a grandmother that she barely knows. So then all different things happen, and it says the thing is secrets are dangerous and most people aren't good at keeping them. Which is why in Echo Ridge it's safest to keep your secrets to yourself. So it's a YA mystery and it's right up my street, and I loved One of Us is Lying, so I'm very excited for Two Can Keep a Secret. The third book is Someday We Will Fly by Rachel Day DeWoskin. This book comes out on the 22nd of January. So this is something that I found on Goodreads, and I am very excited for this one. It is based in Warsaw, Poland, which straight away drew me in because I love kind of the war, and since it's based in 1940, that kind of says it all. It's based on the main character of Lilia, and she is 15 and her mother disappears and her father flees with Lilia and her younger sister Naomi to Shanghai, one of the few places that will accept Jews without visas. So I'm not too sure what the plot is. I kind of don't want to go into it because it is a massive chunk on Goodreads, but since it is about the war and based in wartime, I am very intrigued. Next is On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, and this comes out on the 5th of February. This one I am so excited for since Angie Thomas is the author of The Hate You Give, and I absolutely loved this book. So I am very excited for this one as well. It's not a sequel, it's a completely different independent book, but I believe that it is based in the same village and the same town as The Hate You Give was, so that is quite an interesting thing about it. It's based on 16-year-old Brie, and she wants to be one of the greatest rappers of all time, or at least make it out of her neighborhood one day. She is the daughter of an underground rap legend who died before he hit big, and so Brie's got big shoes to fill. But now that her mum has unexpectedly lost her job, food banks and shut-off notices are as much a part of Brie's life as beats and rhymes. With bills piling up and homelessness staring her family down, Brie no longer just wants to make it, she has to make it. So this sounds very, very interesting, and it is based in the same neighborhood as The Hate You Give, like I've said. So it is exploring the desperate realities of poor and welcome working class black families. So this does sound really, really interesting, and it's kind of exploring a kind of part of the world that I'm not really open to as much, so I'm really excited for this one. Next is The Vanishing by Maureen Johnson, which is the second book to Truly Devious, and I've spoken about this one so many times. I am rereading this in January, so I can then refresh my mind for when this book comes out on the 7th of February. I'm very excited for this one. I'm not going to give you a plot because it is just the sequel and it just moving on from the first one. So I'm very, very excited to explore this series even more and hopefully find out the solution or what happened to the Ellingham family, so I'm very excited for this. Next is A Sky for Us Alone, which for me is coming out on the 21st of February. This is by Christian Russell. This is something that I heard about on Goodreads, so I'm very excited for this one. I'm not 100% sure of what this is about, so I'm just going to have a little bit look on Goodreads. It looks like it's based in Tennessee, and I'm not going to be able to give you the plot as such because there is a massive paragraph as well, but it's based on the Harlow Compton's brother is killed by the Praters, the family who controls everything from the mines to the law. He wonders if the future will ever hold more than loss. So this is a powerful story of first love, poverty, and the grip of opioid crisis in the rural South. Christian Russell's gorgeous debut novel asks a universal question: when hope seems lost, are dreams worth the risk? So this sounds really, really intriguing, and I'm very excited to get my hands on this. Next is Warrior of the Wild by Trisha Levenseller, and this comes out on the 1st of March on Amazon. Trisha Levenseller is one of my favourite authors. She wrote Daughter of the Pirate King and Daughter of the Siren Queen, that series. So I'm very excited to read something else of hers. This is based on gods, I believe, so it's not really up my street, but because I love Trisha Levenseller, I really, really want to explore more of what she writes. So the synopsis, the description for this one is: how do you kill a god? As her father's chosen heir, 18-year-old Rashmira has trained her whole life to become a warrior and lead her village. But when her coming-of-age trial is sabotaged and she fails the test, her father banishes her to the monster-filled wilderness with an impossible quest to win back her honor. She must kill the oppressive god who claims tribute from the villagers each year or die trying. So this sounds really, really good, and I can't wait to explore more of Trisha Levenseller writing in a kind of different genre, since it's not based on pirates, but it is still kind of that fantasy type thing. The next book is A Question of Homes by Brittany Cavallero. This is the 4th book in the Charlotte of Home series. I have already read the first 3 and I absolutely love it, so I'm very excited for the 4th one. I don't know really where the story is going, but I feel like that this is the last one in the series, so I'm very excited to see what happens to Charlotte and James. Yeah, James Watson. So I'm very excited for this next installment in the series and see how she wraps up at the end of the books. Next is We Told 6 Lies by Victoria Scott. This also comes out on the 5th of March, the same as A Question of Homes. So very excited for those 2 books out on the same day. This book is a mystery. Give you the description. Remember how many lies we told, Molly? It's enough to make my head spin. You were wild when I met you and I was mad for you, but then something happened and now you're gone. But don't worry, I'll find you. I just need to sift through the story of us to get to where you might be. I've got places to look and a list of names. The police have a list of names too. See now, there's another lie. There is only one person they're really looking at, Molly, and that's yours truly. So this sounds like a really, really good mystery, and the title in itself sounds really, really enticing. So I'm excited to get to this. I absolutely love mysteries, and this seems like the perfect mystery for me this year. So I'm really hoping that this is a 5-star read, but that will be another video for another day, so fingers crossed. Next is Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi. This comes out on the 7th of March on Amazon, and this is the sequel to Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi, of course. So this one, I'm not sure where it's going, but I haven't read the first one yet. It is in my January TBR, so hopefully by the time this video will be going up, I would have either read it or at least started it, and then I can then prepare myself for the second one. So I don't really know too much where the second one is heading, but I haven't read the first one yet, so I don't really know where the first one is heading. So this one I'm excited for, and hopefully I love Children of Blood and Bone, so I can then carry on the series. The next one is The Truth About Keeping Secrets by Savannah Brown, and this also comes out on the 7th of March. This one, I believe, is a YA mystery thriller, so yet again, right up my street. So Sydney's dad is the only psychiatrist for miles around their small Ohio town. He is also unexpectedly dead. Is Sydney crazy, or is it kind of weird that her dad, a guy whose entire job revolved around other people's secrets, crashed alone and no explanation? So I feel like that this is all about finding out what happened to him and finding out all about the secrets that their little town has behind it, and how Sydney's got to uncover all of these secrets. She also befriends June, and as the two girls grow closer in the wake of the accident, it's clear that not everyone is happy about the new friendship. But what is picture perfect June still hiding, and does Sydney even want to know? So this does sound really enticing, and it sounds right up my street, and I'm very excited for it. And last but not least is Stolen Time by Danielle Rowlands, and this comes out on the 21st of March. This is a book between two different timelines, between 1913, where we are following the character of Dorothy, to then 2077, where we are following the character of Ash. And I feel like that their worlds collide in some way, even though they're in two different time zones. And then it's then all about kind of the mess and the destruction that happens because they have now met. So this kind of sounds a bit like dystopian and a bit crazy and all over the place, but sounds really, really cool, and I'm excited for this one as well. So the 21st of March, I'm coming at you, babe. So this one does sound really, really good, and I feel like that it will be something different and it will broaden my TBR a little bit. So those are 12 books that I am really excited about that are coming out between the months of January and the end of March, start of January and the end of March. So I am very excited for the next 3 months of reading. I have all of these on pre-order, so very, very excited for all of these, and it's going to be a bit of a dent in my bank account, but I have a new job, so it's okay. So very excited for all of these. Let me know what you're most excited about in the coming months. If there are any books in 2019 that are exciting you, whether any of these books in this list are in your list. So that would be really great to discuss. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that it wasn't too boring, and I hope that my synopsises weren't so bad that you stopped watching. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, if you did watch, and I will see you again very soon. Goodbye.